on this computer. Sharing. Okay, let me get back on the internet here. Hey, and there you go. I do know what I'm doing, more or less. Okay, this is Charles Thornton Colby with the Partnership for International Birding. We've got several clients on the phone today who are going to help us sort of choose how to spend our bird conservation resources. So on all of our trips, we always save $100 per booking for bird conservation. We give that away in various ways. You know, just a few of the ways we do that is we give to the Rainforest Trust as our major source of giving money away. We have a BirdLife International project we give about $1,500 a year to that supports one of their key projects. We give about $1,000 or £1,000 a year to the World Land Trust, which are UK-based charities. And then we really have a lot of partnerships with a lot of Audubon or similar organizations like bird observatory groups, like we have a Gulf Coast Bird Observatory partner trip. We have Denver Audubon trips. We've got about 12 Audubon partnerships throughout the country. And all of those trips, generally the $100 goes to the bird conservation partner, whether it's Audubon or something else. But I would say 80% plus of our money goes to the Rainforest Trust because it's the easiest and you'll soon see cheapest way to preserve a lot of acres for bird conservation. So for each booking, we always say we preserve at least 1 acre for bird conservation. We probably average somewhere in the 80 to 30 acre range per booking. And you'll see why later in the show here. And if you have any questions, feel free to jump in anytime. And you can either text a question in or you can just raise your hand or just jump in. Any questions so far at all? Hearing none, I'll just, I guess I'm gonna give a brief introduction of myself, which I've never done. I've been in the birding tourism business for over 15 years. I'm the Partnership for International Birding Executive Partner. I do most marketing and sales because it's what I truly kind of love. I have a graduate degree from the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard. I've always sort of had an interest in the public good. I've just sort of brought it to the private sector, and the way we do that again is we give $100 per booking to save an acre for bird conservation. The quick agenda today is, I guess I've told you guys a little bit about the various way we give away our $100. So I'm going to skip that part. But I think we'll jump right to the Rainforest Trust and look at about 6 of their projects together. And we'll probably do that in various ways. And then we'll sort of vote either during the call or after on the best way to give away our $5,000. And then we do have a matching program. We used to market it pretty heavy, but it hasn't been that popular recently, but we'll talk about that assuming we have time. And then we'll do a little brief wrap up. Any questions so far? And I think this will take us about 40 to 60 minutes because quite frankly, the Rainforest Trust projects are pretty interesting. Any questions so far? Great. Let's jump to the Rainforest Trust website. And if you're on your own if you have a separate device, I'm pretty sure it's rainforesttrust.org, but let's find out. Rainforest, I just Google it usually like a normal person. See if I get lucky there. I don't think that looks right. Wait, maybe. We may have to go to Google. So I'm just going to Google Rainforest Trust. Forest Trust. And here's their lovely website about to pop up on the screen. If you're using a separate device to look up their projects, please feel free to do so. We're gonna skip this thing of donating right now. I think I can get out of this screen. Oh, come on. Don't go there. How am I getting out of here? Come on. Can I go back? There we go. The best way to find their projects is our work. So once you go to their website, click on across the top, it says our work, about us, newsroom, get involved, shop. Click on our work, and there's a lookup box that goes to current projects. And on the phone today, I actually have a long-term PIB owner, David Trentley. David, look at one of the projects, and we can, or just choose a project. Arturo, you can choose a project. Dorothy, you can choose a project. Kelsey, you can choose a project. I'm just gonna skim a little bit, and then I'm gonna talk about my first choice. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a pricey one. I was headed towards Madagascar, but it's $1,076.78 an acre. I don't mind doing a couple expensive ones. But I like to keep them below $200 or $300 an acre. But Madagascar is truly a place where they got to save a lot of acres, so I may click back in that direction. Any questions so far?
No.
Oh, well, they have a blue-throated hill star extinction project, though it's expensive in Ecuador. I like the look of that because I'm a sucker for a hummingbird too. I'm going to choose this Nepal one here first because it's towards the top. And truly, I just spent my Thanksgiving with a young man from Nepal. And I know a lot about the country because I learned even more since I was there. So this saves a highland wildlife paradise in Nepal. Looks like they're losing a lot of land to deforestation, so buying acres is good. I suspect at this price we're just buying a conservation easement, but that's still a good thing. And there are three sort of key habitats here: some lowlands, some foothills, and the highland stuff. And you can see the key species there. They list mammals usually because they find they're better for marketing. But believe me, there's plenty of key species in the highlands of Nepal that we can save in terms of birds. So I just put forth Nepal as my first choice. And what are we paying an acre there? It's cheap as chips. I think it was about $5 or $6 an acre. It's $5.38 per acre. So if we kick them $538, we'd save 100 acres. That seems like a bargain to me. Arturo, do you got one to talk about, or David?
I cannot figure out how to get to it.
The best way that I got there is I went to Google. I Googled Rainforest Trust.
I think Madagascar looks very interesting.
Arturo, you got one, bud?
Well, I think the one from Madagascar.
Okay, you like the bankrupt.
Well, you know the huge impact in the all habitats there.
It's true.
So it's extremely important to save and part of the forest there.
It's absolutely true.
Too many endemic and certain species there. Not only
I'm
birds,
not
mammals
with
too.
you, man. And truly, a fascinating thing about Madagascar birding and wildlife tours is you literally see. I mean, we saw 70 active fires when we were there. That was just like a couple of years ago, November. And before I went, a number of my colleagues from other birding tour companies said, "Chuck, you're just not going to believe the habitat destruction you see before your eyes in Madagascar." And it is a place where it's by the acres or they get burned. So Yeah, and hey, and it looks like our donation gets doubled. I would certainly salute a vote for Madagascar and saving 2 acres there at $1,080, and then we'll balance it out with something else. So not an issue. Anything else you want to say about the Madagascar stuff? Oh, and it is a country of 100 endemic species of birds. So everything we save is good. What did you have Dorothy Bedford? You put a hand up. I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Dorothy, you there?
I had to unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm real excited about Madagascar because, I mean, certainly everything we read there, given the number of species and the relative
Yeah.
speed of habitat destruction, is pretty scary. Pretty scary.
Yeah, no. So any other project you want to put forth?
I'm the newbie in this conversation.
Right,
so-
and you can bounce around and look a little bit. David, you got anything to suggest at all?
I just finally got the webpage. So
All right, you get to that thing that's our work, and then current projects. And Kelsey, Elsie, are you the other person? Is that you? Wave your hand. I don't know if you can hear me or not. There you are. Well, you can talk up, ma'am, and you can put forth a project too. I'm gonna pick another one, but you know. Okay. I tend to pick places that I kind of go and I kind of like. But I mean, I don't think I've ever been on a birding trip I haven't enjoyed. Know that my Myanmar thing is interesting.
save the pangolin.
Yeah. And it's a country with a lot of interesting birds. It's not the easiest place to travel. Oh, look at that Nan Thar project in Myanmar. I'm going to put that forth. It's 30.76 an acre. It's targeted towards saving endangered shorebirds, which includes the
Shorebirds.
ever
Are those
farming.
spoonbills?
Yeah, so that's
Wow.
about well, you can see it on the screen here. Safeguarding Nan Thar. Here, I'll pop it up.
Right,
So
but
again, it's about
I've got
30
my
bucks an acre. And oh, here's what we're doing. Let's have a look at that. I love the funding thermometer. And absolutely true. We save rainforests, we save species, we save our planet. There's, by the way, I've got to zip out that little bit on. I always slip. This guy's name always slips my mind, but I'll send more about that later. But it's a fascinating thing, and I'm just showing how quickly we need to do to save the planet from itself, and we've got to do what we can do. And yeah, so this is one that has two major threats to all sort of areas in rainforest and wetland areas in Asia are palm oil production. So that's a big thing there, and this just seems to be, I can't tell how they're saving their acres here. A little bit worried about Myanmar's
government.
yeah, and what they'll actually get done, since they're sort of secretive and hierarchical. But I'll just have faith that this works. And I gotta say, I'm also a sucker for pygmy elephants, which I've seen in Borneo. But also a species threatened by palm oil agriculture. And there you go. So, bam,
Chuck,
been on this one too. Yeah, shoot.
The Namthar Island, what do we know about the Biodiversity and Nature Conservation Association? That's the local partner?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I mean, I have to say, and I'm not afraid to admit this, the people at the Rainforest Trust, I mean, it includes Bob Ridgely, who's a guy that I really respect. I mean, he's been the president of the board. I don't know if he's still the president of the board or not. But Bob used to be the head ornithologist at the American Museum of Natural History. He's wrote The Birds of Panama, The Birds of South America. These are field guides, The Birds of Ecuador. And he's just got a lifetime commitment to bird conservation. And he's got a pretty good team over there who selects these projects. And there you go. So, I think in any international relationship, there's always a risk of something not going well, but they often develop these relationships keeping that in mind, that there's got to be sustainability with the local partner and a business plan that's going to look successful. So there you go. And I'm looking at the acres preserved by button, which is in the lower right hand corner here. I'm going to circle it. It's under a little lock and key, evidently, but it looks like purchase designation community reserve. So my guess is they are working with some community-owned land to protect it. And sort of an interesting thing for me as I've sort of traveled around the world is, I'll just use Uganda as an example. There's just a lot of community-owned land in the world, period. And whether the community decides to use it for agriculture or, holding it for a reserve or something, it's pretty loosey-goosey stuff compared to, our very U.S. Latin rules around owning land. So, I truly, I do trust in the Rainforest Trust, I have to admit. And I think if you look at their board and their history, I do think I think they choose these projects carefully. I think the other power that they bring to the table, and I tried to lure Bob onto this call, but I was not successful. In his wife's words, Bob just hates a Zoom call. And I swear that's a near quote. But he's a good guy. I swear he's a good guy. But because they have a choice of so many different projects to choose, I think they can require, a fairly high level of accountability, and again, sort of the long-term business plan and sustainability before they put money into anything. And truly,
Thank you.
I mean,
We can move on.
almost, that's a great question. And a lot of these projects too, you'll see have significant matches as well. And so a lot of their board members are well bought in before then. So, there's always a lot of matches to go. So I like this project here because it's bird fed. Okay, shoot. Is that Kelsey?
Yeah, first of all, Charles, this is Sherry G. Kelsey's my daughter. She never quite
Oh, I gotcha.
So
Sherry
I
G, welcome.
Yeah, hi, I got to meet you, so nice to meet you.
Right.
Well, I have a thought. The pangolin is kind of symbolic right now with what's going on with the pandemic.
This is which project area? You're a little hard to hear.
Pangolin, the pangolin.
Pangolin.
Myanmar, because they're using that animal to kind of signify what's going on with the pandemic, and because of what goes on in China, and how they think maybe pangolin was also one of the animals that they were abusing by eating and all that kind of stuff. And they are being the pangolin is.
The pangolin project. Is that what I heard?
There he is.
Yeah, come on, and I'm a sucker for like incredible beast. And truly, this pangolin area is probably thicker and richer rainforest, to tell the truth. But I also sort of trust in that shorebird issue too. Yes, I think either of those projects in Myanmar are great. Protect pangolins in Myanmar, or safeguarding Namthar. And we also put forth the Nepal project and the Madagascar project. We had a couple of voices for. David, you got one to put forth there?
Well, no, I'm looking at a lot of them. Looks like they've already raised the funding that they're trying to get. If you look at the, or when you click.
Yeah, they had a big donor match day like a couple days ago. So there are a bunch that are sold out. Yeah, so if we hit a project that's sold out, we'll have to back away from that. Dave, you got any with some acre room there?
Not yet. I'm looking at everything there. A lot of them are
Man.
earned enough already.
Yeah, both the Myanmars I see as fully subscribed.
They're both full. Well, crud. That's all I gotta say. We better find some more then. That Congo one. Oh, look at that word: active.
Say
urgent.
active, but they're still there.
Oh, I think they probably just haven't updated their front page. So you're saying that both Myanmar projects are full up.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Bummer.
Okay.
Well, but good. Then I'm glad the project's done. Wow, you're right. I just saw the pangolin button just went to the whole thing.
Oh,
Madagascar still needs money.
Yeah. I think that's definitely got an acre or two. And I'm happy to do it. I have to say, I know I gave to them 2 years ago because I just come back. Oh, here's a cheaper Madagascar project too. Let's see if it's still got room. Oh, it's full up. Well, good. The cheaper Madagascar project is sold out.
Maybe because they were better buys, they sold out fast.
A bargain. Oh man, looks like the other two Madagascar projects are done. That's okay. You know, it's all good, as I like to
Somebody's
say.
got to step up. Jeez.
Here's a Malaysia one. Let's see what that is. Sold out, baby.
Yeah,
Man,
the higher ones are
what
selling
about
out, too.
Vietnam?
Be happy. They're sold
Yeah,
out.
this
People
is a
have been
great
stepping
thing.
up.
I mean, well, no, exactly. I mean, you got to be, you know, we're a community, right? So it's great to see it happen.
So I see there's one here in Panama, Guido Berguido's property that he's trying to save. They've got money for that too.
I don't think that's an active project at the Rainforest Trust.
Are you seeing it there?
Dave, is this the project you see on the thing?
Yeah, the expansion of the Cerro Chucanti Nature Reserve.
Oh, where's it at?
Panama, it's in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, that says Panama. So it's not the
What does the
Harlequin
picture look like,
frog?
David?
It's it's a tree with bromeliads on it. To the right
Yeah.
of it,
Can you
Colombia
give
one
me,
is
like,
all bush mountains. To the right of that
well,
one.
let's see here. I can click on countries too, I think. I'm terrified to use my computer and dump the call.
They've gotten all their funding too.
Let me see here, Panama. Oh, and by the way, there is a way to look by country. Of course, that didn't work at all. Oh, the expansion of the Cerro Chucanti Nature Reserve.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's done. It's full up, Dave.
It is full up, yep.
so that's
Um,
with Guido, David?
like
David, that's Guido's place?
I don't know that I can hear that last bit. Scream into your microphone, Sherry.
Was that Guido's place in
Yes.
Panama?
Yeah, that's Guido's reserve that he's got down out
Oh,
there.
okay.
I don't know what he's found, 2 or 3 endemics in there too, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go back to, oh boy, see if this lets me out. There, I'm back to the all countries look. So Nepal, we definitely had room, right? And Madagascar, we have room. Let's find one more, and then let's sort of vote our little bit and be done. And then truly, if you guys want to look afterwards and give me some more ideas, like we could just save 1,000 back for other, and we can, do that sooner or later. I mean, that's probably going to be the way to go. Man, what about this rainforest in Liberia? Come on. Oh, full up. That had that yellow, what is it? Yellow-headed Picathorates or yellow-faced. Come on, David, you got to beat me to the punch there, man. Oh, he corrects all my spelling mistakes, and God knows I need that support.
Chris, they've changed its name now. You don't like the new name.
Oh, come on.
Boring bird name. I don't remember it.
Oh, you mean yellow-throated Picathorates or
Picathartes? It's something else now. Brush turkey.
Yeah,
that's not it. I can't think what it's called.
Yeah. See if we got anything left on this conservation corridor in Peru. Look at that. Baby is gone.
Good.
No, I know. It's great. We got to find what. Let's look at this Java one. Come on. Gone.
There's one for Ecuador. It's $342 an acre. It's all regional.
Oh, and here's Glittering Star Frontland in Colombia. Let's look at that. Gone. As soon as I saw they were having that big match day, I thought, yeah, let's look at the, so this was the blue-headed something, right? Blue-throated hill star in Ecuador.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we may have very few choices.
And what about...
Shoot, my friend.
What about the corridor in Ecuador?
This is the corner of Choco Forest. Gone. I mean, it's filled. They've sold it all. They've got all the money raised. Oh, here's that Brazil Atlantic Forest is expensive.
You know what? If that's what they need, we should just.
Well, I know.
Come on.
Look at the Gone one. Gone. Wow.
Wow. Pangolins are popular.
Kenya, I bet you, is gone. Well, I wonder if we can sort by active projects. Let's see if that's a possibility.
They're all listed active.
Yeah, I know. I mean, sort results by funding, high, low, date. Let's do date. Maybe we'll get some more recent projects. So we got Nepal, sea life ain't exactly birds. What's this global freshwater fish hotspot? What's that?
Sea life might
that's
support
a Uganda one.
birds.
Oh, but it's got a bird on the face. It's sold out. Oh, and here's, well, let's see what this new Madagascar one is. Gone. And we're going to end up with that pricey Madagascar one for sure. Oh, what about this Dolphin Borneo one? Gone. Wow, that's an incredible animal. Those river dolphins are the coolest things. Let's just take a whack at Solomon Islands in case we get lucky. Filled up. Okay, we all have an assignment to find one more project here. It may have to be like in the next 24 hours or something. Let's look at Ghana. Gone, man. Good on them, man. They're going to be like working hard to be flying outside the country to find new projects in the future. David, do you want to, David and Arturo, everybody just grab a row and go down it. I'm going to start with the one with the New Brazil Refuge for Brazilian Parrots.
I've been going up from the bottom one at a time.
I know. Nigeria, gone. South Africa. Gone. Nepal. Gone. Okay, I'm going to start making some assignments here. David, you've got the line that I just did the Brazil, the new refuge for Brazil areas. David, why don't you take that Ghana line? Ghana, Indonesia, the new protection for West Africa's imperial wildlife. Just do the whole row and see if there's anything.
Y'all already talked about
What do you got?
the Philippines, the safeguarding the endangered rats and bats.
Okay, let me look at that one. I saw that one and I skipped over
I think
because it said
it's down
rats and
toward the
bats.
bottom.
How bigoted. Let's see. I got it.
There it is. Oh,
Gone. Sold it. Filled up. Sold out.
rats and bats, huh?
Oh yeah, rats and bats of Dinagat. It's all sold out.
I'm just looking for ones that are on the pricier end, because the ones that are on the pricier end are the ones that have.
Let's go for this Cambodia one. Oh, that one. 114 is gone. I know all those Madagascars are gone because we checked them all.
We checked them all.
That Sumatran rhino has been out there for a long time. We actually gave to that project a lot back in the day because they needed a match partner, so we were asked to do that. That was maybe 5 or 10 years ago, a long while ago. And it could have been another rhino, to be fair. Let's look at this Himalayan wildlife in Econ. Man, we may just have the 3 that we have. We better spend my money now. Well, I tell you what, let's look for just 4 or 5 more minutes, and then I think we're gonna go for it here. Boy, we're having the toughest time.
It's amazing to have a hard time spending money, right? When you want to give it away.
No, right. What an unbelievable thing. And I think truly their ability to sort of travel around the world and find projects and cut deals has probably been curtailed by the.
Okay, so black rhino habitat in Kenya.
You click on it. Oh, the vital black. Look at that, 15,882. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's at least one. So let's vote here. So we have Nepal highlands for about $5-6 an acre. We have Madagascar, a little 250-acre reserve at about 1,000, call it 1,000 to 1,100 bucks an acre. And we have this securing vital black rhino habitat in Kenya, which is a huge project, but that's about 1,500 bucks an acre, right? I think we should just vote. Am I missing one, or is that it? Let's everybody choose their top 2 out of the ones that we have. I have mine. So again, Madagascar, Kenya, Nepal, highlands, and there you go. Oh, and we had the Ecuador hummingbird one too, right? I think it's still there. Nope, gone.
Chuck, have you birded Mozambique, those Sky Islands? They still need a lot of money.
I have not, but I mean that's an under tourism area. Is there so that was the Mozambique? Oh yeah. Oh, and that's a bargain.
No, it's only $30 an acre, and we know how important the Sky Islands are in places like Arizona.
Yeah, and truly, I mean, absolutely. I'm going to read about the habitat. Well, it's got a lot of endemism. So I think that's a good one too. I think that's a great 8 one. Yes, we'll put down the 4 here. So we got the Madagascar at about $1,000 an acre. We got Kenya at about $1,500 an acre. So obviously we can't spread very far there. We've got Nepal highlands at about $5 an acre. Call it 6. And then we've got this Mozambique area for, and again, it's a highland area, and it's like $30 an acre, I think. Let me look.
Yeah, $30 an acre.
Yeah, $30 an acre. Yeah, so everybody choose 2 between those, and I bet you we'll have pretty good consensus here. David, you got your 2? Or you need a little bit more time?
Well, I've got one that I have clearly at first place, and then kind of
Okay.
any of the
Well, I'll
two.
give you, well, let's go with your first place. Let's do some voting here. What do you got for first, Dave?
First thought is Madagascar, because I know a bit about that, how it's being deforested so much, and you've got firsthand experience there, right? It just seems like that would be a place that's got so much endemism.
And we can, and just for the sake of expediency, what are your 2 half votes for part 2?
In Africa, because they were lower price per acre, we can get a lot more land.
So that was the Mozambique one?
And Kenya was the other one, right?
Oh, Kenya is $1,500 an acre.
Oh, so Mozambique was.
So Mozambique becomes your
$30
2.
Mozambique.
I got you. What do you got, Deb Adford? What are your top 2?
Same 2 as Madagascar and Mozambique. I'm a high altitude person. So, give me a gray crowned rosy finch anytime.
Well, aim into that, but the black rosy finch is one of my favorite birds. And
Listen, I was supposed to be on the way from Albuquerque today, having snagged all 3 of those, but we canceled the trip. So
it's a slam dunk honky there too. What
it
do you
is.
got, Gary G?
I like the Madagascar and the Nepal.
All right, I'm with Gary G. If you want to know the truth. What do you got, Arturo?
Well, I would Madagascar on top, and then Nepal. Yeah.
Well, okay. So I think we'll do. What if we give like $2,000 and change to Madagascar? We'll give the rest of it, and just split it evenly between Nepal and Mozambique. Does that sound like a winner, folks?
Yeah, that sounds good.
David, you happy?
We can get maybe 2 acres in Madagascar.
Yeah, no, right. And if you want, we can do 3 acres in Madagascar. That's fine. I mean, that's the community support. So we'll do 3 acres in Madagascar, and we'll just split the rest between Nepal and Mozambique. And I guarantee we'll be well over $100 an acre, in spite of the fact that like 3 acres in Madagascar are going to cost us about $3,300. But it's all good. And truly, it's a critical project, and it's a good thing. Hey, and just so as soon as we're off the phone, I'm going to make those donations right away. So that will happen. But just so to kind of continue with the rest of the thing, anybody on this phone call, which I guess is Dorothy and Sherry, or anybody else, because I know Dorothy travels with her spouse and Sherry travels with a bunch of people the last time we connected with her. But anytime you guys want to just choose a Rainforest Trust project and give $100 in advance, as long as you keep the receipts, I will give you $100 off on a PIB tour in the future. So anytime you want to make that happen, just do it and just let me know. And then I'll follow up with them and make sure your thing is good. But I mean, I love this organization. I think if we would have looked like 4 weeks ago, we would have had a lot better selection of support. But the good news is they're getting a lot of support. And truly one of the things I find fascinating about the pandemic from a socioeconomic point of view is initially I thought nonprofits were really going to suffer, but people who are doing well are actually giving away a lot to support other people and conservation projects as well. So the human race does have a good heart, and it's easy to forget at times, but I'm always encouraged by this giving thing. So I think it's great. Gosh, I got nothing else. Any other questions or anything?
Well, I would like to say I'm very impressed and pleased that PIB is doing something like this and giving that. You want me to start over?
I just can't hear. See if you can get your microphone right up there. And I am sort of getting deaf in my old age. A bad thing about the pandemic is I haven't seen my ear doctor, but I'm not keen to go for a while. Go ahead, Sherry.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just want to say that I'm impressed and pleased that PIB is doing this. I didn't realize y'all were giving back to these places, you know, with all the, I guess, money that y'all get from people touring. So I'm just really, that makes me really want to use PIB even more because you all are doing this.
Thanks for letting us know. We appreciate that acknowledgement. Dorothy, anything to add? David, anything to add? Arturo, anything to add?
Now, you know, the Deb Tursky's on the call too.
Oh, I don't have Deb Tursky out there. Is Deb out there? I don't have her.
Well, I just want to congratulate PIB for that's great, all the effort doing with conservation around the world. That's great, Charles. And I've been proud to be working with you all. That's excellent.
Yeah, and I'll just say a nice thing about Arturo Cornell too. The man is so committed to his ornithological and conservation work in Cuba. I just, you know, for what he gets paid to do this stuff, which isn't much, I know it all comes from your heart. So I've always admired that about you, and I always appreciate your insights. So I do appreciate you being on the call. Hey folks, I got nothing else. And I can't find Deb Tursky to save my life.
I'm right here.
Oh, she's right
can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah.
I took a time to unmute myself because I am kind of newbie watching, and actually I'm part of Mickey O'Connor's group that is planning to go with you all to Madagascar in October 2021. And Mickey sent along the connection to your Zoom today. So I'm delighted to be connected to not only Arturo and Chuck, who are going to, I think, help us with our trip, but also the Rainforest Trust and your connection to that. So thanks so much. And it's great work.
Yeah, and hey, if you reach out to Mickey and say, boy, we want all our conservation money to go to Madagascar.
Okay.
Let her know and she'll let me know, and I'll make that commitment that we'll do it, which will be a whole other acre because I think there's like 9 people in your group. And
okay, great.
We need to round up.
Yeah, we're all still kind of up in the air about whether we got the 10th person and where the
10th person is in. That also ordered out. So that trip's totally on go.
Okay, good.
We just need to get some vaccines and some participants.
Well, yeah, all that. But October sounds good. Yeah.
Right. I think we'll be okay by April, May, June, July, give or take 60 days, as I like to say. But I think we'll be good. Hey, Deb, thanks for joining the call. You guys, I'm going to sign off, but thank you guys all. And we hope to see you on other video conferences in the future. Now I have to figure out how to stop the video.
Thank you.
Next.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Arturo.
Great to see you, Dorothy. Bye.
Thank you, Art.
Bye, David.
Gracias.
Art.
Yeah.